Hey everyone, it's Maha. So today we're going to be going over how to color above the average line. So let's get started. But before we get started, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button to help me stay consistent with producing weekly content. Now, let's get into it. So in this example, I have the top 10 city sales within California, and you can see any of the cities that have a sum of sales higher than the average is colored in purple. So let's see how we can do this. So let me just create a new tab. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type in city, and we're going to drag this into our rows, and then we want to look at the sum of sales. So we're going to look at sales and drag this into our columns. Sorry, sometimes my Tableau is a bit buggy. There we go. So I'm just going to click this button here. That just makes it default from the highest sum of sales to the lowest sum of sales. And then I did say so if we can see here, it says I want it within California. So first of all, we want only the top 10 cities. So let's right click, filter, and then top by field, top 10 sum of sales. I'm going to click OK for that. And then we want it by state of California. So I'm going to put it into our filters here. And we're going to look for California's right here. I'm going to click OK. Now you can see that only 3 cities come up, and that's because we need to put this state of California into context. And what that adding it to context does is it's saying within California, we're going to be looking at the cities. So then it will show us the top 10 cities within California. So that's what that does. Now let me just put it into entire view. Okay, so how did I get this reference line and how did I color it in top? So there's only 2 steps right now. We're going to go onto this analytic pane right at the top here. We're going to click average line here. We're going to drag it on and we're going to put across the table. So we can see that. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to right click and edit. So we have value is sum of sales, and the label is what is here at the bottom. So I'm just going to customize that, and I'm going to say I want the value of our average sum of sales, and I'm going to also type in average with a little colon. The line, I think I want to do it like maybe a bit thicker. Yep, and that'll be black, and that is it. So we can see here that we have our average line and we have our cities. So now we only want to be able to color in everything above the average line. So for that, we're going to create a calculated field. So we're going to create a calculated field and we're going to call it coloring above average line, or we'll just call it coloring above average. So this is a very simple calculation. So essentially what we want is we only want the cities with the sum of sales which is higher than the average to be shown. So we're going to say sum of sales is going to be greater than window average of sum of sales. And Windows average of sum of sales is your reference line. So we can click OK and we can have it here. So we're just going to put that straight onto color. And we can see straight away we have a Boolean, we have true and false. So everything that is true, stating the sum of sales is above the average line, gets colored as true, and everything else is false. So I'm just going to quickly change my colors. For true, I'm going to do gray, and for false, I've got custom color here. So we're going to put that there. Oop, the other way around, my bad. So false was that one, and true was this one. There we go. Yep. And finally, all I did is I right clicked and press format. So we can go on this little lines tabs here, and I'm just going to get rid of grid lines. And then that is basically it. Oh, I'm also going to put label show marks. So I have the sum of the sales for each city. And because of that, I'm just going to hide the show header. And that is basically it. So it's a very easy step. It's just 3 steps. Create your graph, go to analytics, go to the analytics pane, drag in your average, and then you're just going to have to create a new calculated field, which basically shows us this. And that is it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to please subscribe and like this video. Thank you. Bye.